Hey everyone, this is Mike from theparkprodigy.com, and on today's video, we are going to break down 5 things we think you'll love about the Disney Wilderness Lodge. And we were lucky enough to go and stay and check out this hotel in one of our most recent trips, and I have to admit, we were blown away by this resort. For everyone at home, just a quick little rundown on the Disney Wilderness Lodge. You guys can escape the rustic majesty of America's Great Northwest. This hotel was inspired by the turn of the century national park lodges. And guys, the attention to detail that went into this hotel is simply on another level. And if you guys are thinking about possibly staying at the Disney Wilderness Resort, we really hope you find these 5 tips and tricks helpful. And if you are planning your vacation, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you do want more Disney tips and tricks. But let's go jump right in. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we are going to jump into 5 things we love about the Disney Wilderness Lodge. And let's start with number 5, and that is the recreation that you can enjoy at the Wilderness Lodge. Now, of course, Disney has some great recreational activities at all of the hotels, specifically at the Disney Deluxe Resorts. They do take it up another notch. But when you guys are talking about the Bay Lake hotels, there really are some added recreational activities that you can enjoy while at Walt Disney World. So some of the cool things that we loved was, to start most basic, is you do have 2 pools that you can enjoy at the Wilderness Lodge. Now, the pools are on point as far as theming goes, and I do think that you'll really enjoy them. Number 2 are bike rentals. So this hotel I found was really cool for those families that are very into, recreational activities like that, because we also have a running trail. Now, one of the cool things I thought about the running trail was that you really didn't have to leave the resort in order to get a great workout in. This might be a great hotel for those families who really love Run Disney. Moving on, some of the recreational activities that are very unique to Bay Lake, and we're going to go with the boat rentals, and then taking it one step further, we're going to go with the capabilities to go fishing on your Disney vacation. That's right, the Wilderness Lodge does have some fishing recreation that you can partake in and enjoy for all our fishers out there. Couple other things very quickly. We do have the campfire set up. We do have movies under the star, and we also have an arcade for the kids. Those are just some cool things that we thought was very cool. And again, the theming was on point. Number 4, and this one might surprise some people, but I feel like a lot of folks probably guessed that I was going to include a restaurant given the hotel that we're talking about. What might surprise you though is the restaurant that I am including is the GEYSER Point Bar and Grill. Now, we all know Whispering Canyon at this resort gets all of the fame and credit. Everyone loves this restaurant, but I have to admit, we really enjoyed our time at the GEYSER Point Bar and Grill a lot more. One of the coolest things that I liked about this restaurant slash bar on the lake was that it really wasn't overwhelmingly Disney themed. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I obviously started the Park Prodigy because I love visiting Walt Disney World and all Disney resorts. I love theme parks, all that good stuff. And I know a lot of families are just like me, but there are some families that go down to Walt Disney World and they might want to balance it out. I honestly thought that this bar was the perfect balance. It had everything we loved about Walt Disney World. The food was amazing. The mixed drinks were amazing. You were right by the pool. It was a relaxing afternoon. There was honestly nothing that we didn't enjoy about this little bar slash restaurant on the water, like I said. With that being said too, one of the main reasons why I did want to make sure that we included it on this list is because we really were not blown away by the Whispering Canyon. And for everyone listening at home, if I missed something, we got the traditional. Don't get me wrong, for the amount of money we paid, yes, it was, the portions were unbelievable, right? As far as the food goes though, I thought, and I know that I've had a lot better meals in Walt Disney World. So this is one of the reasons why I just wanted to make sure that I pointed out, like, hey, there's a great pool bar that you guys should go check out, and I think you'll love. The other cool thing that I do want to mention too is the Wilderness Lodge does have the Storybook Dining at Artist Point. We have not done that yet, but from what I've heard, it is one of the best restaurants in Walt Disney World. So you do have that also for a dinner option as well. So we're going to keep the party rolling. And when I say party, I'm giving a big shout out to my adults visiting Walt Disney World, because you guys are going to love this one. And I thought the bourbon at the Wilderness Lodge was on point. Now, I have to give a huge shout out to Disney Disney. And for everyone who sitting at home, all my bourbon lovers, Walt Disney World really has been taking their bourbon game up a notch. We found 2 select bourbons specifically for Disney. Now, we thought this was super cool. We've obviously found this at the pool bar, but we had to try them. For those of you guys listening at home, if you do want to go to Disney and try them, they are the Woodford Reserve and the Knob Creek. They had 2 special select bourbons specifically for Disney. Other than that, they had a ton of bourbon options. So as you're checking out the restaurants at the Wilderness Lodge, or even as you just want to hang out and have a quick drink, the bourbon is on point. Had to mention that. Number 2, and this is another thing that we loved about this resort, and that is the location. And for everyone who might not be familiar with where the Wilderness Lodge is located, it's really a Magic Kingdom resort. Now, it doesn't have the popularity that comes with being a resort on the monorail, but I have to admit, I don't think that's a big deal, and that's definitely not a deal breaker for me, especially when you look at the value that you get with this resort. And yes, it's still a deluxe resort and it's still a lot of money, but don't get me wrong, when compared to the other monorail resorts, you can get a really good nightly rate at the Wilderness Lodge. And if it was up to me and I could save, let's say $100 to $150 on an average night and stay at the Wilderness Lodge compared to some of the other resorts, I'd probably just stay at the Wilderness Lodge, especially when you look at it. Some families might be able to get an extra night out of their vacation, which is a big plus when you're looking at this resort. The other cool thing is, like I said, the convenience to the Magic Kingdom. Now, obviously we do have the buses, we do have the water boats. So when you look at that, if you guys have young kids and you do say, hey, we're going to spend a lot of time in the Magic Kingdom, I also am a big fan of maybe taking an Uber over to the park. So you are in a great location to easily get to and from the Magic Kingdom. And again, you're not in any worse location compared to the monorail resorts if you're visiting the other parks, and you do get this resort, depending on the time of year, at a cheaper rate. So that's something we thought was really cool, and we definitely wanted to pass along. And number 1, I've touched on it, but I can't stress enough the theming that went into this hotel. I was blown away. When I walked into the lobby for the first time, I stood there like a 5-year-old kid just looking up and staring around. The attention to detail at this hotel, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before, and we loved it. If you guys, you could see by the videos, if you feel like you would really love the outdoorsy camping sort of feel, go and stay at this hotel. You won't regret it. They had huge chairs, like everything they did was over the top, from the GEYSER outside to the pools to the main lobby where they had huge fireplaces. I could just imagine going and visiting Disney around the holidays, sitting by the fireplace, a nice hot cocoa, maybe even go and get yourself a nice bourbon, hot cocoa for the kids, all that good stuff. Like, I was a big fan of a lot of the monorail hotels growing up. I always wanted to stay there, but after staying at this hotel, like I said, for the convenience, the price, the theming, everything that goes into it, I think this hotel is top notch. I think this hotel is top 5 at Walt Disney World, in my opinion. The only thing I will say, and we're being very honest when we say this, is I wasn't blown away by the rooms. I thought the rooms were a little outdated, and you could see in our room review, and also you'll see this kind of the same thing at the Contemporary. We felt like the rooms were a little outdated, but on the plus side, they released some new photos of the upgraded rooms at the Wilderness Lodge, so it looks like they're upgrading the rooms. If they upgrade the rooms, there's really nothing that I didn't like about this hotel. So that's really all the time we have for today. I hope you guys found these 5 tips and tricks helpful. If you are Wilderness Lodge vets, and if you guys are experts and you think that we missed something that some of the other families might find really helpful, please be sure to leave it in the comment section. Please be sure to let us know what we missed. We would love to hear from you guys, and let me know what type of videos you guys would like us to see next. What hotel should we go visit next? We love the fact that we get to help families and do this for a living, and we know we wouldn't be able to do this without the love and support of you guys. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I will talk to you soon.